Good morning and welcome to Flagstaff, Arizona. My name's Tammy and this is Flagstaff, Arizona Living, and I like to show you all of the homes in Flagstaff that are for sale, and I'm going to show you what you can get for your money. Today we are in my neighborhood, which is called Ponderosa Trails. I got a little tear, not sad. The houses in this neighborhood have been flying off the shelf. I have a friend who is trying to purchase a home right here in this neighborhood, and the homes are just like they're getting offers before they're even listed. And so that's great for the rest of us that live here. But for those trying to get in, it's a little bit trickier. I would say right now we have at least 6 to 10 good homes that are for sale right now. So you just have to find the one that you can live with. You have to find the one that may not be 100% perfect, but it's 90% perfect or it's 70% perfect, and you can deal with the other, 10 to 30%. Maybe it's a backyard issue. If it's a driveway issue, the only thing that I've seen to make a driveway better is to add a heater underneath it. And then you just have this switch in your garage and you turn on your heater and all the snow melts, and it's pretty amazing. So there are no downsides to living in Ponderosa Trails that I have seen. I've been here for almost 15 years and we just absolutely love it. The airport is within a mile. I don't ever hear the airport noise. There is a local school here and there's also a local park, and I just don't have any bads that I can say about it. But this home I'm walking past right now is $929,000. It's 5-bed, 3-bath, and it's 2,500 square feet. I have not been inside this house. This is what it looks like. And let me show you the street that it's on. As you can see, these houses over here have steeper driveways. This one kind of has a steep driveway, but it's really short. So that makes it a lot better for getting in and out. We do have an HOA here. It's not expensive. The HOA is maybe $150 per year, but they are strict. And so they're strict about the garbage cans. They're strict about if you paint your house, you can either repaint your house the exact same color because it's already been approved, or you have to get permission. And I think that they give you a list of options. You can't leave garbage out. You can't have trailers parked here and there. In the winter times, which is October through April, you cannot park on the streets. So right now there are people parking on the streets because there's no snow. I'll show you over here as well. So the home we just looked at is kind of at the top of a hill, and then right here is a cul-de-sac right next to it. It's a very quiet place to live, definitely. And that's why we've never left. But we, of course, got our house in 2010 when it was a third of the price. So let's go see what else is here in Ponderosa Trails. Okay, so right down the street from our first house is this beautiful home right here. It's $760,000. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's 1,900 square feet. It's decorated really cutely. Has a great front porch, which is awesome. The backyard is flat, but it doesn't look like it's been really landscaped. So a lot of people here in Flagstaff, as you can see, we just do our desert landscaping, which just means we make the rocks look pretty. And there are a lot of natural plants and trees that will grow here, and all you have to do is just let the snow pile in during the winter months, and then it stays beautiful for the rest of the spring and summer. A lot of people don't have grass, and sometimes they'll just end up doing turf. I think the only problem with turf is that it can start to smell like dog pee pretty quickly. So if you have a dog and you want the dog to go outside and go potty on the turf, it's going to smell like dog pee pretty strongly unless you're hosing it off. And so I have seen a couple of comments. A friend of mine had that happen. I'm like, it's the dog pee. And then I've seen it on some Airbnb reviews as well. So that's the only thing that I think would be the problem with turf. We get a lot of rainstorms in our summer months. So in July we have monsoon season, and that means that every afternoon, it'll get really hot in the morning, and then in the afternoons, the rains come through and it's really beautiful. It cools everything down, and there's amazing lightning storms. We've had thunder and hailstorms all at the same time, and it's just kind of magical because you're just really witnessing Mother Nature without it being a tornado. That is terrifying. So let's see, what else do I love about living in Ponderosa Trails? I love being on the west side of town. We're very close to Target and a Walmart. We have plenty of doctor's offices and dental offices. We're very close to the center of Flagstaff, which would be our downtown, which is the historic area. We're only 5 miles from there, which is also where the high school is that my son goes to. So we're very close to a freeway entrance and exit. You can either go south down to Phoenix, just within a mile of here, or you can get on the I-40, which goes east or west. So whether you want to go to California or New Mexico, that's where you hop on. And then it's very much like neighborly. This is not an Airbnb type neighborhood. We do have Airbnbs here, and you can rent out your house long-term or short-term, but it's not like a problem area. And I can see from here 3 places that are Airbnbs, but for the most part, it's working people, families. You see kids walking to school, you'll see people walking their dogs every day. So, and we're also very close to urban trails, so if you want to get into the woods, you can just leave right from your house. You don't have to drive anywhere if you don't want to. We do have a bus system that's within a mile of this location if you don't have a car. You can also ride your bikes or your electric scooters quite a bit to most places in town, especially if you just want to hop on a bus. So there are a few months where it's very snowy and that would be difficult, but it's an option. All right, let's go see one more house. It's going to be on this same road, but just down the hill. Okay, so we're coming up to the last home that I wanted to show you today, and it's actually right across the street from a public charter school, which is called Mountain School, and we will talk about that next. But first of all, here is the home. It's $749,000. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, and it's 2,000 square feet. It does have a backyard. It looks like there's a little shed back there. The driveway is kind of steep. You're not facing south. Facing south is the most ideal situation when you live in Flagstaff, especially if you have any kind of steepness to your driveway. I think that this is the home where the man, he was a father of 2, like a single father. I think that he passed away from being on an electric scooter. Don't quote me on that, but I heard that something really bad happened. I don't know if he was wearing his helmet. I have no idea exactly what happened. All I know is every time I get on TikTok, the nurses at the ER are like, please do not ride these electric scooters. They're so dangerous. Pretty sure this one ended very badly. I think that the boys are teenagers now. My son used to be friends with them. Anywho, this right here is Mountain School. It's right here on the corner. This little place out front is where the kindergartners get to play. And then in the back, they have a bigger playground for all the rest of the kiddos, which is right next to Ponderosa Trails Park. And that park is nice. It has a ramada, it has picnic tables, it has a really big open green field where a lot of people play sports. You know, like on Memorial Day, there'll be tons of people out there just setting up different games, and they also utilize it for like exercise classes and soccer practice. It's a lot of fun, and the trail is in the middle, or the park is in the middle of a bunch of trails, so you can walk in any direction and just meet people at the park. Anyone who lives here, you can meet at the park so easily, whether you hop on your bike, your scooter, or you just walk there. If you have strollers, if you have dogs, it's just really perfect. So I want to show you from right here. That is the freeway right there. So you are near the freeway. The noise never bothers me, and I don't know if it's because right where I showed you, within a mile, the freeway ends. So I-17 ends right here in Flagstaff, and I'm bothering these dogs and I don't want to. I-17 ends in Flagstaff, and then you have to choose to either go to 89 North, or you can go on I-40 East or West, or you just hang out in Flagstaff because this is where you live, and it's a great place to be. Spring is coming, which is so nice. It's been so beautiful. It is the middle of April and we just had a really big snowstorm 2 days ago, but we need it. We need about 100 inches of snow to feel really safe from forest fires. Obviously, these neighborhoods are pretty protected from the fires, and we have a great team of firefighters helping us all the time. But we have had some devastation over the past 5 to 10 years. So this is the ending of the tour today at Ponderosa Trails. My name is Tammy, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you have any questions or if you ever want to shop for homes here in Flagstaff, give me a call. Have a great day.